Hi, hope everything is fine at your end. Uh, I am beginning with this talk on the subjects of comparative politics. Comparative politics is comparatively a new subject in political science. However, the comparison of different political system has not been so new. It has been there even in ancient time. For example, Kautilya's Mandala theory has discussed about foreign policies and relationship with other neighboring kingdoms. Aristotle has studied 157 around constitutions of different Greek city-states. These all happened before the Christian era. And then in 1648, the Westphalian Treaty that has recognized sovereignty of the nation state, and definitely thus various nation states with sovereign power started functioning. Comparative politics is a dynamic subject. It evolves and it has been evolving. As the politics change, the method and objective of comparison of different political system also change. What kind of comparison really takes place in politics? Comparison takes place on regularities, similarities, and differences of different political systems. Earlier, the concentration was mainly on law, institutions, and their functioning. Initially, its focus was mainly Western countries, and it discussed about their political system and their political behavior. But after the Second World War, the international politics has undergone a major radical change. There were new kind of countries, new independent countries. Even the European and Western countries were not similar. There are socialist countries and capitalist countries. Accordingly, it requires new method, and the old method and old system of comparison did not work in this new system. It was looking for new methodology, new approach. Accordingly, the focus of comparative politics has undergone changes. It started looking into political behavior and different way to the political institutions. Citizens and groups have also become important factor along with political institutions and political systems. Social groupings, interest groups, political parties, social movements, all have become subject matter of comparative politics. So the scope of study has become much wider. It has incorporated political socialization, political economy, political articulation, aggregation of interest, and so on. It includes new aspects like political recruitments, political efficacy, political articulation, and ruling elites, and so many new things. And this way, comparative politics got divided into two parts. One is a traditional comparative politics method and modern methods of comparative politics. The traditional method principally included legal, institutional, uh, this kind of approaches. And these approaches came out to be insufficient to explain many of the new things which are happening in international politics and different political systems. And therefore, the modern approach of comparative politics includes new areas like sociology, economics, behavior, class, and this kind of categories. Eventually, when the countries in the third world or the global south or new independent countries of Asia, Africa, these areas, they also took interest in international politics and started participating proactively in international politics, a new approach emerged. So that is called a third world approach or global south approach. So this way, there is traditional approach, then there is modern approach, then within modern approach, a third world dimension also added to this. Again, after 1990s, a new dimension has been added because of the globalization and stronger information and communication technology. It introduced trade and commerce, international actors, then different kind of non-state actors, and also new challenges were coming into political system, and therefore it requires again a different kind of methodology, and it becomes very difficult because world started changing so fast. Then gathering data, information for comparison itself became a very challenging task. And since everybody started taking interest in comparative politics, and therefore various kinds of methodologies, various kinds of approaches, they started coming out. Earlier, it was basically West dominated, or you can say mostly American school of thought dominated. Now it became worldwide. And these new areas also demands a space in the study of comparative politics. Now, these rising challenges can be perceived as a challenge, or this can be viewed as an opportunity also. But whatever it may be, it makes the study of comparative politics a very dynamic exercise, very evolving exercise, very changing exercise. And therefore, what happens? The study of comparative politics remains always interesting because it brings new information, new insight to its readers. And instead of losing relevance, rather comparative politics is becoming more relevant today in the subject of political science. And its new methodologies is not only helping comparative politics but also lot of other areas of political science. And that way, the approaches are very important area of comparative politics, and UPSC very often gives question on this part. So this is in brief about the nature and approaches. I will come with some more videos on this topic. So this much this time. Thank you very much.